Coronation Street erupted into chaos as tensions boiled over between Tracy McDonald and Cassie Plummer. The shocking confrontation came after Cassie's sinister scheme to manipulate Ken Barlow was finally unmasked. For weeks, Cassie had positioned herself as Ken's devoted caregiver, but behind the scenes, she had been secretly drugging his drinks to keep him subdued. While Ken remained unaware, she had been exploiting his trust and racking up extravagant charges on his credit card. In tonight's gripping episode, Cassie tried to prevent Ken from checking his bank statements after his card was unexpectedly declined. When he insisted on seeing his account, she scrambled for excuses, but her panic only made him more suspicious. Sensing deception, Ken cleverly set a trap. He swapped their teacups just as Cassie placed them down. When she hesitated to drink, the truth became glaringly obvious. Confronting her head-on, Ken demanded she stop lying and admit what she had done. "I just got used to taking what no one would offer me," Cassie claimed, attempting to justify her actions. She insisted she never intended to harm Ken. But Ken, seething with anger, saw through her act. "I thought I saw the good in you," he snapped, "but all you saw in me was a gullible old man." His fury reached its peak as he threw her out of the house. The confrontation proved too much for Ken. As soon as Cassie walked out, he clutched his chest in agony and collapsed into his chair, struggling for breath. Moments later, Tracy and Amy arrived just in time to find him slumped over, immediately calling for an ambulance. Meanwhile, Cassie was at the bistro, nervously trying to confess her actions to Steve. But before she could get the words out, Amy burst in, panic-stricken, revealing that Ken had taken a turn for the worse and was in the hospital. At the hospital, doctors confirmed that Ken had suffered a heart attack and required emergency surgery to have a stent fitted. When he regained consciousness, he wasted no time exposing Cassie's cruel betrayal to his family. Back on the cobbles, Cassie was hurriedly packing her belongings into Tyrone's car, preparing to flee before facing the fallout. However, just as she was about to make her escape, an enraged Tracy arrived and launched at her, yanking her by the hair in a fiery confrontation. Before things could spiral further, the police arrived and broke up the brawl. With the truth now out in the open, officers arrested Cassie for drugging Ken, bringing her reign of deception to an abrupt and dramatic end.
Quý vị và các bạn vừa xem xong một sản phẩm của Streetspoilers. Hẹn gặp quý vị và các bạn ở các tập tiếp theo.